often think that benefits of yoga are getting into some fancy postures or feeling more relaxed. So in this video, I wanted to share with you life-changing benefits of my Kundalini Yoga practice that may surprise you. I'm Daria, the founder of High Yoga, Kundalini Yoga school where I help people transform the body and mind to achieve peace and happiness they never knew was possible. Before I share the main benefits of practicing Kundalini Yoga, I need to mention that this is very personal. Other people will have different benefits as you get what you need in Kundalini Yoga based on your past, your experiences, and transformation that is necessary just for you. And I'm limiting this list to 5 only, as the original list is much longer. Number 1, I am comfortable with who I am. Being comfortable with being myself is the first one on this list, and it's probably not a coincidence. This is so valuable. Practicing Kundalini Yoga and meditation gave me enough courage and patience to get to know myself on a deeper level and accept all parts of myself. Those parts that started really shine and those darker parts that I finally allowed myself to see. And I don't need to hide them anymore. All my flaws, all the past experiences, unpopular personality traits, this is all who I am. They are all my gifts. They allow me to be more compassionate, authentic, and balanced human being. I've spent a very long time trying to hide all those not so perfect aspects of my life. And it was exhausting. Trying to fit in all the time, pleasing others, and living up to other people's expectations was more important to me than listening to myself. It's difficult to be yourself when other people's opinions come first. It's such a relief to welcome the whole of me and just be. This fills me up with so much peace. Number 2, joy. I never knew I could experience joy and happiness on such a deep level. 12 years ago, I was a happy clapper. I wanted to see positivity, love, and light everywhere. But very often it was a bit shallow. Often I was making myself positive to cover up for all the sadness, grief, or pain I was actually feeling. And once I allowed myself to feel all of that and not judge it as positive or negative, I went way deeper. It made me realize a lot about my programmings and patterns that needed healing. It wasn't always an easy or lovely journey, but one really worth embarking on. It gave me opportunity to experience immense joy for no reason at all. There is nothing wrong with being happy with a reason attached, like if you're going on holiday and stuff, that's all great, but knowing that there is this inner unconditional joy and happiness within us is priceless. That we are the source of our own happiness. Number 3, wonders of the inner world. 12 years ago, I had no idea how exciting and fascinating it can be watching my own mind. I was a beginner meditator, and meditation was tricky at best and dull at worst. 12 years later, after hours of meditation, I can't wait to sit on the mat, close my eyes again, and see what happens. Our minds are so fascinating. We are much more that we can see and touch. And that's just one of the many reasons to give meditation a try. Spending time with myself in silence helps me to connect on a deeper level with myself and the whole universe. These days, watching my mind is way more fascinating than watching television. Number 4, being comfortable with discomfort. Getting comfortable with being uncomfortable is the big teaching of Kundalini Yoga. If you have tried a class, you probably know that at some point you're going to get a bit uncomfortable holding a posture or meditating or doing certain things for a while. However, during the class, you have so many things supporting you, such as your breath, the mantra, music, group energy, teacher's support, and so on and so on. And more often than not, you'll find yourself staying in that uncomfortable situation for much longer than you thought was possible. And when you have those experiences on the mat, you'll take it off the mat to your daily life. When often we need to face uncomfortable situations. Diversity and difficulty that can't be avoided. Years of Kundalini Yoga practice taught me to breathe into those uncomfortable situations, to stay in those uncomfortable situations for a little bit longer, to call upon forces bigger than myself and trust that I can do it. I used to run away from difficulty in my life. That running probably even got me to Manchester, which is great, but there is a massive growth that comes from just sitting with the adversity and learning from it and freeing ourselves from it. This is how we become free. This is how we can grow. And the fifth and the last benefit of practicing Kundalini Yoga is that ordinary becomes extraordinary. One of my favorite benefits, this is one of my favorite benefits, because my life today is probably much simpler than 12 years ago, but it seems much richer, more meaningful and peaceful than ever before. And it's a bit difficult to explain that. Somehow I feel that connection with one's soul makes everything so special. These days I could be walking in a park and having the most beautiful time, or having a very simple meal like rice and dal, but feeling like this is the best meal ever. This is very empowering because it seems like we don't need much in our life to have an extraordinary life. Back in the day, I thought I only can be happy when I have this and that. And now I know that all those external factors are secondary, and my inner landscape is the most important. In almost 12 years of regular Kundalini Yoga practice, I've grown and transformed a lot. Every day and every week, I get very excited about practicing it by myself and sharing it with others. I know there's so much more to learn, to heal and explore, reaching the wonders of my consciousness. My heart is full of gratitude for Kundalini Yoga and all its teachings and blessings. Well, now tell me about you. If you've practiced Kundalini Yoga, what are your biggest takeaways from it? Or if you're completely new, what would you like to achieve as a result of your Kundalini Yoga practice? Share with us. I would love to hear from you, and I'll see you in the other video. Thank you.